Hello everyone, I Furtenji Serpa, Project Assistant at Kalimpong Science Center, welcome you all to witness Third Innovation Festival on the occasion of AZADI Ka Amrit Mahotsav, organized by Kalimpong Science Center in association with National Innovation Foundation, India. We have a 3-day program starting from today, that is 13th of August, and will last till 15th August. Dear participant and viewers, we have esteemed resource person who will deliver lecture talks on selected topic focusing mainly on innovation that may be a new idea, method or device. Innovation speaks by grassroots innovators representing various regions of diverse Indian subcontinent. Science model exhibition by different members of Innovation Hub and CSM, Government of India. We are also organizing an online quiz competition in various categories from class 5 onwards, college as well as open category. As regard to today's program, we have divided it into two halves. First is inaugural session and another is technical session. Hence, I would like to call upon Dr. B.B. Gurung, Curator, Kalimpong Science Center, for a welcome speech on behalf of organizer.
Good morning. Honorable Sir Dr. Bipin Kumar, Director, Chief Innovation Officer, National Innovation Foundation, India, Dr. Vivek Kumar, Senior Innovation Officer and Coordinator, Eastern Region, NIF India, Sri Pintu Hathi, Project Associate, NIF India, distinguished participant, innovators, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure for me to welcome to this third Innovation Festival of the Kalimpong Science Center in association with National Innovation Foundation, India. I would like to warmly welcome students, teachers, parents from different schools, colleges, universities. I am very glad to acknowledge officers, staffs, members of Innovation Hub of Science Center of our country joining us today. Once again, on behalf of Kalimpong Science Center, I would like to welcome all of you in this digital platform. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today. We're very pleased to be able to welcome to those of you that have been with us during entire COVID-19 period in our virtual program organized by Kalimpong Science Center, as well as those who are new to this platform. So a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Today, our marks Third Innovation Festival in association with National Innovation Foundation, an autonomous body of the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, and we are proud to be able to host it today here at this virtual platform with all of you. Before we get started, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all of you who generously help us make this event come together to become a success. We couldn't have done it without you. Kalimpong Science Center, a non-formal educational organization, is always engaged in popularizing science and technology amongst the people, particularly in students. The current global health crisis showed us the crucial contribution of science, technology, and innovation addressing the healthcare challenges brought about by COVID-19. Educational institutions are entering in virtual world with adopting new technology-based education system to impart education to their students. We are also trying from our level-based to educate and engage our students in a non-formal way through virtual platform during this COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you very much for listening. And once again, I'd like to welcome Dr. Bipin Kumar, Director and Chief Innovation Officer, National Innovation Foundation, and Dr. Vivek Kumar, Senior Scientific Officer and Coordinator, Eastern Region, NIF India. Let me finally wish you a successful virtual Third Innovation Festival. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. B.B. Gurung sir, for your thank you very much, sir, for your kind words. We are blessed to find you as curator and mentor at Kalimpong Science Center. Now we will move on to another speaker, Director and Chief Innovation Officer, Dr. Bipin Kumar Sir, for inaugural speech. But prior to that, I'm here to read out biodata of Dr. Bipin Kumar Sir. Dr. Bipin Kumar, Director and Chief Innovation Officer at National Innovation Foundation, India. Dr. Bipin Kumar is known for his work on incubation and promotion of inclusive and frugal innovations by way of value addition, intellectual property protection, business development, commercialization, and developing open source technologies for generation of employment opportunities for the many. He incubated several innovative technologies which made their way to the domestic and international market. He has worked as a resource person in UNESCO's course on grassroots innovation management and workshop of policymakers, researchers to develop the roadmap for innovation, incubation, and promotion in the Asia Pacific region. The Festival of Innovation and Entrepreneurship, FINE in short, an annual national event jointly organized by NIF and DST under the aegis of President's House in India, and Inspire Award Manak, a flagship program implemented by NIF and DST, which motivate millions of school students to pursue science and a career in research, are among his most profound work areas in relation to India's innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem. He is instrumental in building social and inclusive innovation based relationship between India and Asian member states. He has served as the chairperson of various committees of the union and state government, as well as the governing board, executive committee, member of various prestigious institutions, and helped in coordination of National Entrepreneurship Award of Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India as a lead partner. In over 2 decades of career, his leadership continues to motivate common people to deliver innovative technologies to solve societal problems and generate stories of social transformation, which makes the country proud. Therefore, I would like to call Dr. Bipin Kumar Sir, Director and Chief Innovation Officer, for his address. Dr. Bipin Kumar Sir.
Thank you very much for my elaborated introduction. I'm thankful to Kalimpong Science Center for organizing this great event with National Innovation Foundation. I'm sure that this 3-day event is going to motivate large number of students, whether they are at school level or they are at college level. Let us see that we are celebrating AZADI Ka Amrit Mahotsav at the 75 years of independence. So first, let us do the audit what we achieved during these 75 years. What we did, what we have not done, what is needed, and what we have to do. So that clarity has to be there in everybody's mind. And when we see the positive sides of what we achieved so far, there are a number of achievements. You see that what we did in the area of space, in the area of biotechnology, in the area of information technology, in the area of affordable medicine, in the area of innovations, definitely enormous achievement done by the people, the citizen of this country, and the students are also not behind. They are one step ahead, in fact. In National Innovation Foundation, we have the interaction with the large number of innovative students at school level, many time at college level also, and we found that those students are so creative and they do not want to live with the problem. In fact, first step of the innovation is the innovator has identified a problem. Somebody see that what should I do, where should be my innovation. So if we see that what is the first step of innovation, that is the identification of a problem, identification of a challenge, and then try to solve that challenge or that problem within the limited resources around us. We take first step. It is not that we will develop the product. It is not there, in fact. No innovator is able to develop the product. It is the responsibility of the formal institutions like us to build the formal sector science and technology in those innovations and try to convert those ideas into a workable prototype or in the product, and what exactly we are doing. So let me share a few examples what the kids are thinking and why I'm saying that they don't want to live with the problem. In Dhimaji, in fact, in Assam, Archana Kanwar, you must have heard her name. If not, Vivek show her present, the innovations. So what she did, in fact, she observed a problem and she was so keen, in fact, in fetching out what the problem, what the pain, and how it can be addressed. So what she saw that lots of people who are differently able, they use scratches, and when they use scratches, the whole load of their bodies are under arm, and there are lots of pain here, in fact. So we see that okay, fine, it is the only solution, and we live with that problem. In fact, many of them have not identified that pain, but this small girl identified that pain, and she said that if the shock absorber is there in those scratches, so might be the weight will be spread out, and they will feel less pain in their shoulders, underarms. So that was the only idea she has given. After that, we put some designers, some engineers, and the crashes were converted, and it was linked with Bhagwan Mahavir Viklang Seva Samiti of Jaipur, who make lots of these kind of tools. So what Archana is getting? Archana is not getting royalty or anything, in fact, but she is getting the blessings of all those people whose pain she has taken away. You see, innovation is not always the big technology or a big product and going to the market. It's not there. In fact, there might be a market, might be one channel, but definitely drudgery reduction, employment generation, social inclusion, or those regions are also there. And they are the motive for the innovations, particularly for the young and budding and students innovators. And that's why our former president Pranab Mukherjee is always called Samvedana se Srijanshilta. Samvedana, when we see others' pain as my pain and try to address that problem, then we call it as a Samvedana. And when we do the innovation, it is called as Srijanshilta. So Samvedana se Srijanshilta is probably the mantra behind large number of innovative ideas given by the students. Lakhs of ideas, in fact, in Inspire programs, we receive every year. Vivek will share about that program and Ignite program also. So, and we found one common thing. Either students try to solve their problems, either students try to societal problem, their family problems, and many of them, large number of them, are eager to disseminate their technology for social cause. Though NIF has protected IP in their name, but many of them, when you interact with them, they say that no, I want to work for the society, and that is a positive development. That is a positive development in our society. Our younger people want to share what they are having, so that definitely they would be the leader of tomorrow. Professor Anil Gupta, in fact, when he goes to different institutions, he asks one question. Always one question is his, there. It's a pet question of him. He asks the organizations or the institutions that how much content you have downloaded and how much content you have uploaded. If you have downloaded more and uploaded less, then you are the follower of others. If you have uploaded more and others are downloading your content, then only you can claim that you are the leader of tomorrow. But this property we are finding, in fact, in our younger, generation, in our young students, that they are trying to disseminate their innovations, their creativity, and they are not saying that we want to hold it with us or with my family. I want to disseminate it for social cause. Definitely, this is the sign that more and more leaders will come out from this country, in coming to time. In ahead, one more example I'll say, I'll give. Many times we interacted with Dr. Kalam. In fact, he has given, the Ignite Awards from 2008 to 2014. Every year he came to NIF, and he asked NIF to start a new category, kite flying ideas. Flying ideas were those ideas which might not be relevant today, but they might be relevant tomorrow. So today people will laugh, oh, what idea these guys are giving, but might be those will have the relevance tomorrow. So he said that don't reject those ideas, because if students want to think high, let them think, and let us appreciate those students for thinking high. Let me give one example. One student, in fact, he has given. He said that when we go to airplane, if a person is of 40 kg and a person of 100 kg, both are saying paying the same amount. Why? The fuel consumption for both the people are different. Why not a fixed price up to 50 kg or 55 kg? And if the person is heavyweight, then he had to pay extra. So if my weight is less, why should I pay extra? If the person is heavyweight, then he should pay extra. So though two advantages will be there, one, the people will try to keep their weight low. In fact, they will remain healthy. So that time, lots of discussion and the fun was there on that idea. But later we found that one airlines of America, the local airline, has implemented that idea. Idea from India, one student from India was implemented by a local American airline. Vivek, please share that idea in your presentation. And that time, if you could have missed that idea, then definitely the technology or that thing that airline can never implement, and probably when it would get popular, lots of other people will try to implement, and the benefit what the consumer will get, they will try to remain fit. It has the two motives. So we should not please leave any idea behind. Any creative idea maybe kite flying today, we should face and we should see that how it can be the reality of tomorrow. Many students are ahead of time, many innovations are ahead of time. They are not recognized at the time of they came in the mind of someone, but later people will realize, oh wow, this was a great idea, in fact. And and it is not one or two examples, large number of such examples are there. And when my colleagues will share these in their presentation, you will definitely like them. So what I'm trying to convey here, in fact, we should motivate our students to make standards. In every school, in every college, there has to be the standards. In fact, what is my standard? Who knows what is my standard? If I'll not showcase my standard somewhere, then definitely other people will not, in grassroots innovations. In fact, Vivek will show in his presentation later, or some other colleague, in Purulia or somewhere. In fact, when the Sodhyatris were going, then outside the village there were some terracotta horses or some other things. They were very beautiful. And one person, when the Sodhyatris asked that for what you kept it outside the village, then somebody said that this is the standard of my village. If somebody will pass through it, they will see that what is the standard of this village. So that is the best example of open source standard of excellence. So likewise, in every school, in every college, there should be the open source standard of excellence. And the new generation every year should have the habit to surpass those standards. In fact, then we can only claim that we are the active society, we are the innovative society. Otherwise, we are not. I'm sure lots of students will take my thing in a in a motivation way, and might be Kalimpong Innovation Center will convince some of the schools to set up their standards and make them open source, so that other schools could also learn, or other innovators could also learn. And if we want to see the vibrancy everywhere, we have to surpass our standards. So that was the message from me, and thank you very much. I wish all the best for this 3 days program. I have to go in another meeting. That's why I have finished. Otherwise, lots of things are there, in fact, to share. But anyway, I would be very happy to interact with the students if they are, and today or tomorrow. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, sir, for your soothing and enthusiastic word. We will strive to stick with every words and promise to excel in the field of innovation for better India. Thank you very much, sir. Now, with this, we have come to end of first part, that is inaugural session. For that, I would like to thank, or I'm very, very grateful to all the participants and viewers for constant support and presence in the program, not only in this time, but also in various activities of Kalimpong Science Center. Thank you very much all. I also thank Dr. B.B. Gurung, curator and guardian of Kalimpong Science Center, who always come up with creative or innovative ideas to make people busy, especially students, with all sorts of programs ranging from art, extempore, painting, quizzes, science model exhibition, etc. I am very thankful to our Director and Chief Innovation Officer, Dr. Bipin Kumar sir, for his valuable time and enthusiastic word, which I believe will remain intact with us forever. Sir, I personally, as well as on behalf of Kalimpong Science Center, participant, viewers, thank you from core of my heart for this lovely session. Thank you all. With this, we have come to end of this first session. Now we will begin our technical session. As regard to technical part, we have our Senior Innovation Officer and Coordinator, Eastern Region, NIF India, Dr. Vivek Kumar, to address us, followed by online quiz competition, which is category wise as category A, class 5 and 6, category B, class 7 and 8, and category C, class 9 and 10. That will happen at second half of the day. Now, before calling upon our speaker, I would like to read out biodata of Dr. Vivek Kumar sir. Dr. Vivek Kumar, Senior Innovation Officer and Coordinator, Eastern Region, NIF India. Dr. Vivek Kumar is known for profound work in the field of traditional and indigenous knowledge and innovative ideas. He is an eminent botanist and have produced various papers in important or peer-reviewed journals. He is also a member of National Level Committee for setting up Innovation Hub and NCSM. Therefore, I would like to call upon Dr. Vivek Kumar sir to address this meet. Dr. Vivek Kumar sir.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Fortin, and thank you again to Dr. Gurung sir, who has given us an opportunity to be a part of this Innovation Festival, which is on the occasion of AZADI Ka Amrit Mahotsav. And first, I'll just clarify one thing, that I'm not the member of this committee for setting up. Dr. Vipin is a member of this committee for setting up the innovation hubs in NCSM. So this is just a correction. And what I'll do, I'll start where Dr. Vipin has left. So why we have gone through and seeing the program mentioned in 3. We can also do one thing. I'll just request Dr. Gurung sir also to have an idea competition as well. So during these 3-day competitions, if any ideas can be received, or when you are having a quiz also, my colleague Pintu can also give a brief small presentation about the idea competition and all. So during this time also you can have to get some ideas and can be facilitated at the end of this program. So that is one thing which can also be in addition. When we are talking about the innovation festival, a quiz on innovations will also be a very good, but parallelly if we can have an idea competition also. So as I mentioned, again thank you all participants for joining us, and we can definitely together work together and try to make innovations forward. So National Innovation Foundation is an autonomous body of Department of Science and Technology, which nurtures, which takes care of the grassroots innovations, which scouts, value add, and try to commercialize as well as disseminate in for the benefit of society. So that is why in this program also we have also kept 4 our speakers as a grassroots innovators also. So you can see what they have done, how they have come up with thought of the problems, and how after the thinking of the problem, what are the solutions they have made, and then later on with the support of NIF, these converted these solutions, the first prototype to the second prototype, and then into the different levels. So in this program, maybe tomorrow our speakers will be speaking about the grassroots innovators. One is Ayush Ranjan, who has come up with a dustbin, a smart dustbin. Another is our Deepak Sardar, who has thought of a very novel problem, a novel idea of coming a solar wood cutting machine. So why for the solar wood is used for the making the ornaments, flowers and all, garlands and all, like a synthetic flowers and all. So for that you have to cut down this wood, and then you have to make the trimming and all. So that with that machine, he will give you on more explanation how and more details how has come up the thought of this problem, then how he has come up with the solutions and all. Another innovator is also there, is our one of Masmi ji, where she has developed a variety as not so not so this farmer has developed a variety of a paddy which has a good yield and all. So she will also share. And another innovator is there, is our Mohan Sharma ji. He has come up with a rice grain sorting machine. So what we have tried to have at least you can also interact with these innovators. You can also discuss, you can learn, and you can, when they will share their story. So all these things tomorrow you will be discussing with them. In NIF, what we do, first we try to scout these innovations. As Dr. Vipin has also mentioned in this program, we try to get the solutions, or first thing is that to get the for if doing any innovation, you have to identify the problem and all. So in this also, and NIF also, with the support of our network partners, with the support of innovators, with the NIF team and all other volunteers and other members, and as well as innovators also. So we try to scout these innovations, and then what are the innovations we receive, we try to value add or validate their claims. Suppose if you talk about any traditional medicine, so when you are going in a forest, and any herbal healers are there and they have shared their knowledge with us, and they mention about the treatment of jaundice or tuberculosis and like so on. So when they have shared their knowledge, so we have to validate add also. So we have to check whether it has already it has a potential, or then whether what he's saying is the claim as already. So we do the literature survey. If it is find unique, then with the support of our different laboratories where we have already had a MOU and working together with them. So we try to validate their claims. Then we also protect their knowledge. We file the patents in the name of knowledge holders or innovators who have shared their knowledge with us. We try to we also filed the PPVFR applications for the varieties developed by the farmers. And then if any potential technologies are there, we try to commercialize either or in a socially. So for that also, we have also set up an NIF technology business incubator to take up into next level. And When we talk about the innovation culture, we have two main major programs for the scouting as one is our national campaign for the in search of grassroots innovations. So this is a one. Another is our one of the biggest program is the Inspire Award Manak, where we are looking for the ideas from the school students from class 6 to class 10th. And in this program, altogether, there will in India, we are looking for the 10 lakh ideas from the 5 lakh schools. At least the 2 ideas from one school can be there. And these ideas will be submitted on the innovation portal of EMIS portal, Inspire Award Manak. And then they will be screened with the help of experts, and 1 lakh ideas will be supported for developing a prototype or a model to showcase in a district level or a state level meetings. And rupees 10,000 support has been given to them for developing this. And then this will be the best 60 ideas. Best 1,000 ideas will be at a national level, and best 60 ideas will be incubated and taken forward. So they will be linked to the different programs and taken for we will file the patents, we will support them on incubation support, and we also their exposure visits and all. And before that, prior to that, we also the 1,000 students who have been selected at a national level for the national exhibition. So in that also we have a mentorship programs with the where IITs and NITs and different experts are involved, so they can had an interaction with these students, and then the substantial validations can be done before they are going for the participation at the national level. And after that, the best 60 will be taken forward, their exposure rate, and they will be also a part of our prestigious program like a Festival of Innovation and Entrepreneurship. And they can also get a chance to meet our Honorable President during that program also. So this is a program, but where we are looking for about the innovations and creativity, we want to promote and we want to inculcate these creativity from the student level itself. So we used to do whenever we are going to interact with any student or any innovators in a village meetings or in any meetings, where we try to have identify or discuss the 3 things to the innovators or the students and suggest them. And even you can also do this type of exercise when you are going in a field or interacting with the students to come up with the ideas, how these ideas can be generated or how the new ideas can be thought of. Because creativity is always with everyone, but it is a thought process. Who thinks in a way or who thought of in that manner that come up. And as we saw, so when we always ask students or in a village meetings also to the farmers or to the villagers also, think of one, if we talk about, think of a machine which has not been meant or which has not been made so far is the one. Then they can think of, yes, this is the problem. The second thing, if they have already any machine or a gadget or a tool which can be added value or to increase the efficiency of that. And third is about just think of a problem, a societal problem, and what will be the technological solution for that. So in this way, if you think or are discussing with either any with the students or villagers or innovators and all, you may get, or some common people also, you may get some ideas from them, and then based on these ideas it can be converted into different levels. So I'll just give an example. If you say about this as already Dr. Vipin has mentioned about the Archana covers example. So she when she was awarded in one of our competition is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Ignite competition, which later on merged with this Inspire Award Manak program. So while she was she is going from school to her home. So then she came up with a person who's a differently challenged and is going with taking the help of a crutch. So she discussed with that, if you are feeling a pain and all, then he said yes, he is feeling pain while walking with the help of crutch. So she thought of a problem, and then she thought of a solution as well. What can be the solution for that? So she thought, why not whenever she saw the seats of a bicycle or a bike and all, they have springs and all. So she thought, why not this spring can be adjusted in the crutch so the shoulder and can have a less pain and all. So by this way, she has submitted his idea to us. So our team has worked with the on her idea. She got award also. She has a patent on this also, design registration as well. And then this has been, as mentioned by Dr. Vipin as well, he has been already given and disseminated with the help of Vikran Samiti and all. So this is the problem she thought of. So that is why I'm saying if students or a village or whomever you are talking in a village meeting, or if they give like this, so they can have a they can thought of a process like that. If another example, if I am saying about a gadget or a tool which has not been made also, when we are discussing, we got one idea in Inspire competition also. There was a student, Sayan Akhtar Sheikh from Andaman and Nicobar. So he has come up with an idea of a LPG gas opener. So if we normally there is no gas when you have to pull this plastic rope, you have to pull the plastic nozzle and then only you can open the cylinder. Then you can fit this regulator and then you can use it. So for that you have to pull the string. Sometimes it gives your injury and all. So for that pain, he has thought, and then he thought, why not? There will be a solution on that. So he has already seen a plier, a plus for doing the other things. So he integrated that concept, and then he come up with this, and then with the support of our team, that has been developed already 2-3 level of prototyping and all. So he thought of this. So plier is easily, you can take it out and remove the cap, and then you can put the regulator and all. So this is an example where the thing has not meant and he has come up. Another example, if we say, as a few years back, there was a student, Abhishek Bhagat, of a class from Bihar. So he has come up, he saw her mother doing daily some routine work in the kitchen for making the food and all. So he thought, why not? There is a customized thing. So he has come up with an automatic food making machine. So all the things is customized, and then you can put down in that, and then easily can be prepared. Another, if you say about the another example I just want to share is about the incremental innovation. If you say the thing is already there and has to be added in that, like Deepak Sarda, Mohan Sharma ji example will be shared tomorrow also. I'll just give an example. So he has come up with a rice grain sorting machine. So it is not easy. It is not that key. Earlier the sorting machines are not there, but this is a machine which is a very low cost machine. Efficiently it can be done. So he has come up with the improvement in the machine, existing machines and all. And another example I'll share with the from the school student in Inspire. There's a student from Telangana who has come up with a paddy filling bag machine. So whenever in the field, when the paddy is there, you have to take the help of 2 or 3 persons who go hold the bag, and then you have to put the paddy inside the bag and all. So he has come up with a machine where you can easily, a single person can easily tie the bag into that machine and just pull it and just open it. So that paddy can be filled easily in the bag. So the drudgery has been reduced. So the labor problem, whatever is there, it has been reduced. So these are the things which you can, whenever you are discussing, you can discuss with the students. Whenever sometimes when as in their culture and CSM museums and all, when students are coming, they are seeing these are the some of the innovations kept at your end, some of the models, exhibition, science at the board. Whenever they are seeing, if you have gotten a chance to interact with them, so you can tell them about this. How they can come up with this. Another example I just so most important thing is that for doing any for bringing out any idea or any solution, to think of what is exactly the problem. So people should look around, our students should look around to nearby their places to and see the problems, and then can come up with the technological solutions. It is not nowadays what we are used to see in many of the competitions and all. They normally just go on the Google and just do the thing and then make the projects on that, or make like do it yourself something and then come up with the projects and all. So it's better to take a life challenges. So go around, see the problems, and after these things, see the problems, then think of a solutions. It is not as okay, we thought of one solution. Also thought of 1, 2, 3, 4 solutions. Then you can finalize which is the best solution for that particular problems. So like this, you can easily come up with some good ideas, And these ideas, as I mentioned in NIF, we will support in Inspire program also. It is not only after giving an award, the competition may be over and the next year's competition will be on, but the ideas or the innovations which have been identified will be taken forward, and we will, with the support of our team and all, we try to incubate, we try to uh, uh, add value into that, and then it can be useful for society and all. So these are the things which can be taken. Another example which I just want to share with you is the story of one about there is a one innovator, Dharamveer Kambojji. He has also seen the problem, and he has come up with a multi-purpose food processing machine. Though he was a rickshaw puller earlier in Delhi, and while doing his work, he used to visit the herbal drug market in Delhi, and where he saw many other herbal persons are coming and going and purchasing the things. So by he got an accident and he has to go back to his place in his village Damla in Haryana. So he started doing the cultivation of medicine plants. When he went back and he tried to commercialize, sell this thing. Then he came to know actual money is in the product, not in the raw material. So he thought, why not? He can purchase some machine and can make the products and all. Then since he was a poor farmer, so he is unable to purchase it. Then he thought, why not myself? Because he has an innovative mind and all. So he has come up with this machine. Later on, with the support of NIF, we involved the designers and all, and now he has come up with the machine with the 3-4 variants of a multi-purpose food processing machine, where you can make the juice, gel, and essential oil, and many other products. But since he was a farmer and he thought, why not, if any company and other persons are there, that they will be definitely try to come up with the different versions. Okay, this machine can do only this thing. So he was a farmer. He thought, why not I make a solution which can be used for all? So that is why in his machine, you can do making the paste, like gel, juice, and essential oil and all. So this is the way our innovators are. They are very frugal and basics at the grassroots. So they try to solve the problem. They identify the problem. So for my suggestion for the students, or some also of the officers of the different cultural centers are there, museums are here. So if any students are anywhere, if they are coming, since we know there many students are used to visit these centers. So while visiting these centers and all, they can have a discussion with their whenever because I have also seen in one of the 2 science centers also, you have also a very room there. You usually show the videos or some pictures also to the students. So in that also, if you can discuss these things, then definitely you can get some good ideas or some good innovations from the common people, from the students or whoever, and then these can be forwarded to NIF and can be taken for if it has a potential. Definitely NIF will be looking forward for these solutions from across the country. So this is the way you can do. Another example, what just Dr. Vipin has mentioned about in his speech also, about the kite flying ideas. So this can also be in that manner also. So you have to explain the students about the process and all, and if they are sometimes the kite flying ideas are the ideas ahead of time, so it may be not useful for this, but in the coming future, like he has also mentioned about this idea of weighing and all. So this can also be a one, but main important thing, you have to identify the problem. Identify the problem is a half solution for getting the innovation into the next level. So I will these are the things where NIF, that is why NIF is here. We try to have, and we will be discussing more on when we will be hearing if any questions are with you. Any discussion, we can have a discussion on if you have any questions or it is open. I'll be stopping here and I'll be more happy to discuss with you, and with the examples I will try to explain many other things also. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Vivek sir, for such a wonderful line and for valuable time that you have given for the event of 3rd Innovation Festival, organized jointly by Kalimpong Science Center and National Innovation Foundation, India. Sir, I ask you pardon for the misinformation which I have read out, and we will definitely add idea contest for tomorrow or day after tomorrow's program. With this, we have come to end of this technical session. But prior to that, I would like to ask all the participants and viewers if they have any question or any queries, they can ask Dr. Vivek sir with regard to his speech.
Yes, sir. Please, Alok, sir.
Yeah, Dr. Vivek, very good morning. I am Alok from Agastya Foundation. We are a non-profit working for this curiosity, creativity, and innovation in children. And in fact, we have a science center and some program right now going on in Rangpo and Renok, Sikkim area. So the last point you said that as an educator and as we are working with children, we have also faced the similar problem that identifying the problem is one of the critical thing where children are lacking the skills. So what are your ideas? Do you have any programs specifically for that, or how can we overcome those? If you can share some.
Yeah, definitely. See, Alok sir, what we can do, as I mentioned in our presentation also, you can normally what we saw in many of the programs, sometimes if any assignment is given to the students or to the so they look around either as for the low hanging fruits, like sometimes they ask with their parents, or sometimes even teachers also support ki, yeah, these are the ideas. So what we have to do, we have to tell them, we have to ask them to look for the problems early, so they can roam around, they can see around in nearby their places what are the challenges. You have seen the one of the examples which we have given. Archana covers about the crutch. Another example I can just share is about the one student who has saw the problem of our cleaning people. So he has come up with a dumping cart and waste collecting machine and all. So you can ask students first to look for the problems, not then if they identify the problems. So you can ask them to look, go nearby in the places, don't go on the Google, just nearby the places, just see the problems, field visits. And if during this current season time it's not possible, then also you can suggest these are some areas where we are some possible technological solutions are looking for. So this is one way which we used to do whenever we try to have any idea competitions or any other things, by giving some more examples. Like if you say, you can also give an example of a brick cleaning people and all. So brick making machine, bricks, people who are working in the brick. So there are, or some other drudgery, like if you can also give the example of the incense stick making, the people who are involved in the incense stick. So there may be some of the process they are doing, but maybe there can be some things which can be taken, the mechanical help or some other possible solutions can be there. So this is a way you can discuss with your students to look around, go around, and if thought, and then come up with the ideas based on these what are the problems or the challenges they have seen.
Thank you, Dr. Vivek, and we would definitely explore if Kalimpong Science Center or NIF may somehow we can connect with them and explore.
Definitely, even my colleague is there, even Pintu is there. If you can, if you are organizing any idea competition or something like that, so during that also he can give some overview or some brief program. He can give some of the examples to the students to what are the problems and how the students have identified. So this will also help students to say, yes, if that student has done, why not me? I'll just give an example, since there's one girl from Sikkim. She has come up with the stretcher machine, stretcher with the with shockproof stretcher. So she thought of a problem. While taking the stretcher, maybe sometimes uneven terrain and all, so why not there will be a shock, there will be a spring and all, so it can be as easily it can go. Or another example I'll just share with another innovator in Sikkim. He has come up with a broom which can easily tie it and hang it and easily cleaning, because you have seen in the morning when where the cleaning people are there, they have to simply drag this with your hand. So he has come up with a like a waste material jacket like that, and just and then easily it can, so the weight of that broom with the stick and all can be easily whenever he's cleaning, then only it can get it down and easily, otherwise it can be normally bent and like that. So some of the problems that he has saw and he has come up, so that Pintu can also share some of the examples with you.
Sure, thank you. I'll connect to Pintuji later. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Any other questions or any other tomorrow you all will be interacting with our innovators. So they will be sharing their stories with you, like Mohan Sharma, Deepak Sardar, Mosmi Madam, and then Ayush Ranjan. So purposefully we have selected 4 innovators. One is a student, 2 are the grassroots innovators, one is a farmer who has come up with the innovations. So they will be sharing tomorrow their stories, and Pintu is also there. He will be explaining if they will be sharing in the regional language.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for your answer. And I would like to still ask, if somebody is have their questions, kindly put your question here.
Even just a minute, I'm just sharing one window just to.
Okay, sir.
Just a minute, sir. Did you see that? Are you seeing this idea?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It is
So this is
visible
an
now.
idea which has been come up from Archana Kavar. So she thought of this crutch with a shock absorber. And then she also added some call bell, ring bell, then some light, and also the people with the challenge people can also walk in the night and all with the use of this. So there are many more stories you can go and see on our NIF website and as well on innovation portal.
Thank you, sir. If there is no more question, we are just moving ahead. So with this, I think we have completed our technical session 2. But before that, I would like to ask Dr. Vivek Kumar, sir. Sir, do we need to give any specific topic for idea contest, or will it be general one, sir?
It will be a general one. You just give them, it will be a general one. There is no problem in that. And just ask them to come up with the technological solutions. It is not key that they, because maybe NIF or can take forward, or even cultural center can also take forward the technological solutions. Maybe they have thought of giving some problems or social problems, and then so ask them for the technological solutions for a problem or some or the things which can be collected during this event.
Thank you, sir. We will definitely keep that idea contest part. We are very, very thankful for your feedback. Once again, at the last, I'm very, very grateful to all the participants and viewers for constant support and presence. I would also like to thank Dr. B.B. Gurung, sir, Curator, Kalimpong Science Center, Director and Chief Innovation Officer, Dr. Bipin Kumar, sir, Dr. Vivek Kumar, sir, Senior Innovation Officer and Coordinator, Eastern Region. And we have come to end of this technical session, though we have online quiz competition, which will start soon. Till then, keep safe, healthy, and join in other events such as grassroots innovation, as well as exhibition by different science center and CSM, etc. And with this, I declare today's program ended. Thank you very much all.
Thank you so much.